Right, week 11, Raiders against the Dolphins. Vegas has Miami favored by 11, and I'm going to take Miami. So the model gives Miami a 90% chance of winning, which, again, this is a correlation, comes out to about a 17-point spread. Realistically speaking, when you come over here to the right, it's saying that Miami should be able to put up a whole bunch of points, 30 plus points, and Vegas should be somewhere between that 7 and 17 points. Quite honestly, you look at that, you look at the two teams. If you watched the Raiders play last week, and if you just watched Miami play throughout the year, that sounds about right. And then the Bayesian model basically confirms more of that. They should be winning by a lot. Uh, so because it's been underestimating how well the I'm sorry, take that back. It's been underestimating how good the Raiders have been doing. So it's saying that if the Raiders do overperform, that they'll win. That Miami should win by about 10 points, which that's right within that range. So all the things are lining up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the performance charts over here. A couple things here. Uh, the Raiders they haven't been able to run the ball. If you watched them yesterday, they struggled to put up points. Granted, they're playing against a Jets team that has a good defense, but that notwithstanding, after they benched Jimmy G, they fired their coach, it's a team that I think is in somewhat of a little bit of a disarray. And then you come over here at Miami, they've got a solid running game, they've got a solid passing game. When you come over here to the right, and you look at the explosiveness, they're really able to move the ball, and that makes so much of a difference. Whereas you look down here, the Raiders, they're not very explosive, uh, and you know, both teams. I would say that uh, when it comes to ball control, you see a little bit more of the fumbles over here with Miami, um, but nothing that I think is really going to be that big of a difference. I do definitely see. Uh, uh, that the sacks will make a difference. I mean, when you look at just the likelihood of somewhere between 2 and 5 sacks as opposed to 1 and 3 sacks. So they're doing a good job of protecting. The one thing I will say is, those all these numbers, that's because the Raiders actually have a good pass rush. So it's saying, hey, um, uh, uh, Miami's been protecting the quarterback well, but the Raiders do have that capability of rushing the passer. So you can't rule that out. But that notwithstanding, I think Miami's really done a good job of emphasizing how to protect their quarterback pretty well this year. So with that, again, big point spreads I think scare a lot of people. Miami, they've had the last week off. I think that tends to help teams. And I think the Raiders are just in a bit of a disarray. And I don't see them solving their offensive lackluster anytime here soon. So with that, I'm going to take Miami. Good luck with your pick. And if you like what you listen to, click like and subscribe, and drop me a note if you've got a question or comment.